Well, it is my privilege to come here today to introduce you to Henry and Elizabeth, who have been running this ministry there in Toshuka, and their son Timothy, who's there just behind them. So I just want to introduce you to them. I'm going to ask them some questions. And boy, it is such a privilege to be with you all here today. So, why don't you start, Elizabeth, by just telling me when you first started in this town of Toshuka and why you felt called to that place and what you began to do there.
Some 20 years ago,
Hmm.
yeah, when me and Henry just felt compelled to go to that community of Twashuka. When we saw the children who were not in school. By then, here in Zambia, so both the orphans and the vulnerable children were being asked to pay huge amounts of money. And then a lot of them stopped going to school. They were just um, staying in that community, and a lot of kids started going into Luansha town to beg from the streets and from the shops. So we were compelled to go to that community. It was something else. We could feel the darkness in that community. So that's how we started teaching the kids, the children, under a mango tree. No pen, no paper, no nothing, no chalk. And the kids were writing on the ground when it comes to writing the numbers and the alphabet, those letters in the alphabet. So the kids were just writing on the ground, and I could go around and see if they've done it correctly.
Yeah. So how large is that community?
It's 15,000
About
plus.
15,000 plus. No clean water, no
Right.
proper food, no proper, accommodation. When you look at the, structures where they are spending their nights, you would shed tears. Yes,
Right.
that time.
And so since we've launched there, the ministry of Let's Give Them Hope, we started a church, which we call a Kingdom Ecclesia gathering.
Yes, so we've introduced a lot of people to Christ. It's impacting a lot of lives. A lot of people they never knew even how to pray. Yeah, they've heard about the Word of God, but a lot of people never knew what to do with the Word of God, how to pray, reading the Bible. We've introduced that, and a lot of people now know and understand the Word of God. Yes, you see, they have no hope, but now you can see, even just looking at them, the smile. Yeah, you can tell that this person has now understood why they are living. Yes.
Well, when we first went to that place, Twashuka, it was actually, you could sense the darkness around that place. And then, the moment we started, talking to these people, letting them know about Christ, the time Let's Give Them Hope came to that place and assisted in, building structures. And then, from nowhere, just because of what the Lord started doing through Mike and Carmen, we knew that God had started his work in the lives of the people. So they started coming to Ecclesia, and then we started reaching out because the place has been, invested with witchcraft. The place was actually very dark. Witchcraft, alcoholism, adultery, a lot of things that you can talk about was very prevalent in that place. So when actually we could begin to see hope in the lives of the people. Mostly we have heard, with Mike when he comes to the place, there are a lot of things that we have witnessed, seeing the miracles that God is performing as a result of the preaching of the word. So God has touched lives in to Ashuka. So this time and that time, there's a very big difference. You could be able to tell that these people were living in darkness, but this time they could be able to see the light.
Just like Henry has said, because of the evil vices that was like prevailing in that community, we've seen a huge change in the lives of the kids, even by coming to our center there, our school, our everything there. We've seen the lives of kids changed. In the past, you could even tell, even by looking at the child, you could tell that the child was born in bondage and is living in bondage. Yeah. But this time we've seen how Christ has broken the chain, the chain of bondage from the lives of the kids. It is the huge blessing just to bring these kids to our school, our center there, and interacting with them. It has brought a huge transformation. We could see with our own eyes. We've seen the huge transformation. Looking at where we are coming from, I'm always out of words to explain, or rather to share, looking at where we are coming from and what is happening right now. Yeah, I'm short of words. Yeah, at the moment we have 250 kids, and we still have more kids that are supposed to come in, but to limited space, we can't bring them in. So with the new classroom block, which is 1 by 2 classes, we will be able to bring in about 60 more kids that will come to access education and having a nutritious meal every day.
We've been employing local people to do the works with us, which is we've given jobs to the community. A lot of them have no jobs. They have nothing to help their kids with. So instead of employing bigger companies and then giving out money to people that already have, we are helping the community having something to take to their homes. So that's an impact. Yes. So also we're praying that we do have more classes. We build more classes so that we can have enough kids to come and access education at the center. Also, we're praying to have a kitchen, a feeding area, a kitchen where we can put all the stoves that are needed to cook the food that the kids are supposed to be eating, because we don't have a proper kitchen where we cook from. So we were hoping we have a kitchen and then a feeding area to do the feeding for the kids. Yes, so we have 5 properties that are just next our buildings that we need to purchase so that we increase the space.
Yes.
With the help of Let's Give Them Hope, we now have an examination center whereby the government has also certified us now to be having the examinations there at our center for the grade 7s, the kids that will be going into grade 8 or Form 1. Yeah, so we have our own center. We have a strong room now where we can be keeping the examination materials. once the examination is in motion. Yeah.
Yeah,
In the
that's
past, we were feeding the kids, which was very expensive, paying for those examination centers and ferrying them to go to very far places every day, not until they finish writing their exams.
Currently, we have all the staff. What we have 20 plus us 20.
right.
Yes, so 20, and then the teachers, we have 9 teachers, which include 1 assistant teacher for ECE. Yes.
Committed volunteers, we have 12. Those that we are doing home visits with, like going in the homes, like visiting the kids, and those that are helping the kids to go and get the medication, because some of them are HIV positive and they have to take the medication on a daily basis and go for review and checkups at the clinic. So we have the volunteers that goes around the homes to see that the kids are not defaulting, like not taking the medication.
Tell us some of the differences of what you saw then and what is happening now in this community.
Way back, it was a challenge with drinking water because there's a toilet, and then just after a toilet, they've built a well. So they drink water from that well. So the water was very, very unhealthy to drink. So now we have a borehole at the center, so they access clean drinking water from the center.
Awesome.
All the houses that are nearby our center,
Yes.
they are drawing water from the borehole.
Right. Because you guys have just been through a pretty severe drought. And so it was very desperate for water, wasn't it? And our deep borehole was really providing, some of the only clean water in that whole area.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's excellent. When you first got there, of course, Twashuka wasn't even on the map at all, right? As far as the government. And what has changed in these last number of years since the ministry of what we're doing there?
A lot has changed, or rather, let's give them hope. Brought a new face in that community. Yeah, not only in that community, even in Luansha where we are, because the word has gone out that there's something that's going on in that community. So there was no market in that area. So because of what is going on there, a market has been built just near to our community center.
Yeah, because previously even the government feared to build because of the nature of the community. They thought, no, whatever they built there is going to be vandalized and what have you. But the moment they saw, let's give them hope. What let's give them hope is doing in that place. It has actually impacted the community. And they are saying that some of the comments, they're saying, you have brought a lot of change in this place.
Yeah, to those that have supported the work in Twashuka, or I should say is putting a smile on the face of that child. All I would say is thank you. And looking at where we are coming from, the people that have given, they've really done it, because without them, I don't think if Twashuka would be where it is now. Like I was saying, each time I walk to the center, tears of joy always flow. Yeah. Looking at where we are coming from and where we are, and looking at the lives that we've impacted, I've run out of words. All I would say is, may God bless those people.
Yes, I would like to say thank you very much, for the people actually that are doing this work through the donations. For without them, we cannot continue what we are doing. But my prayer for each one of them is that, the Lord should continue to bless them in whatever they are hearing about testimonies, what the Lord is doing. Actually, it's because of them. Without them, we cannot do anything.
What is every dollar doing there in Tushuka?
Every dollar is touching a life. More lives are being changed. All I should say is thank you, a huge thank you to Let's Give Them Hope. Thank you so much.
And we certainly want to thank you, all of you, the leaders there. You guys are doing the hard work. You guys have been working on very hard, dry ground where there has been so much suffering. And it's our privilege to participate in being with you. We do this together. You're part of Let's Give Them Hope. And the ministry that you are doing there is amazing. So again, blessings. And let's just say a goodbye to everybody who is here at this event. And thank you for sharing with us.
Vamos a